step to the front of your mat and bring your palms together over your heart. Get yourself settled in. You can close your eyes if you want. Focus on your breath and thank yourself for being here. I know that not every day we feel like doing yoga. There are some days when we just would rather skip it. But getting on the mat and doing something, even 5 minutes or even this, less than half an hour, is so beneficial, not only for our bodies and our minds, but because we've kept a promise to ourselves. And that's so powerful, because that is what teaches us that we can be counted on, that we do what we say we're going to do. If we're committed to a yoga practice and we get on the mat, even when we don't feel like it, we learn to trust ourselves more. Be gentle with yourself today. Be forgiving. Just go through the movements, doing the best you can, going as deeply as you want, taking child's pose anytime you need to. But throughout it all, thanking yourself for being here. Let's stretch the left arm out in front, draw that right arm back and twist to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, reach the right arm forward. Pull your left hand to your left shoulder, twist. Inhale back to center. Again, left arm forward, right arm to the shoulder. Almost like you're drawing a bow. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Nice and easy. Back to center. Couple more just like that. Just getting things moving. Good. Knowing that every little movement is valuable. You could stay here and breathe and do this for the next 20 minutes if you wanted. Good, let's bring that back to center. Release the hands to your side. And then with the inhale, lift up on the toes, raise your arms overhead. Exhale, heels down, arms down. Inhale, arms up, heels up. Reach. Feel your body long and strong. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Hold it up there. Find your balance. And then exhale, heels down, flat back. Let's dive forward, forward fold, bending the knees, keeping it gentle. Letting go the weight of your head and your shoulders. And then with a gentle bend in the knees, let's roll it up, resting the hands on the thighs. We'll move into a standing cat. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back, squeezing the belly button up toward the spine. Inhale, arch. Lift the head, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Keeping that little bend in the knees. Moving with your breath. Good, and with your next exhale, fold forward again. Maybe now, straightening your legs a little more, just seeing if it's there. Don't force anything. We're not here to force anything. We're just doing what is there today, what's capable, what we're capable of today. Breathing. And with an inhale, let's sweep the arms out to the side, stand all the way up. Exhale, palms down together over the heart. And we'll shift our weight into our right leg and take the left foot directly behind the right foot, as if we're balancing on a tightrope. From there, shift your weight front to back, until you can feel yourself settle right in the middle. Try to feel equal weight on both feet. Keep the hips square to the front. Take care to press the inner edges of the feet down toward the floor as well. This might feel a little bit harder than it looks, and that's okay. Good. Shift your weight into the right foot again. Pick the left foot up and step it out wide off your mat. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing, but you can stay there with one foot on, one foot off. So I've got my toes pointed out to the sides. I'm going to take my right arm up and bring the left arm on top of it, wrapping my arms around like an eagle arms. Good. From there, let's squat down and start swaying side to side. Just a little shift of your weight into one foot, then the other. Make this as small or as big as you want, keeping the knees wide. Your hips are as low or as high as you want. You're here. This is what counts. Don't force yourself to do more than you really feel like doing today. Just embrace this. You're here. This counts. This is good. Good. Release the arms and inhale. Reach all the way up. If you've stepped off your mat, go ahead and step back on. Both feet at the front again. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. This time, let's bend the left knee, keeping the right leg as straight as is comfortable. Notice how that changes, what feels different. Take a big step back now with your left foot. Bring the left knee down to the floor in low lunge. Right knee on top of the right ankle, taking a moment to press your heart forward, and when you're ready, come up, resting your hands on your thigh. Right hip draws back, left hip forward. You can stay here or bring your right hand to your right hip. Left arm reaches up high and a little bit back if you want. Again, thank yourself for being right here. Maybe it's not as deep as you normally go. Who cares? You made it to the mat today. Good, straighten up again, and then we're going to lean over to the right, bringing the right hand down toward the floor. If it doesn't touch the floor, you can keep your hand on your hip, or you can grab a block and place it on the floor under your right hand. Breathe into that open left side, and then inhale up tall, reach forward and down for the floor. From there, we'll step back, sliding that right leg back and stretching it out. So you're coming up on the right toes. Left knee is still on the ground. And then you're going to press into your palms and lift that left knee up under your chest. Hold it there just for a second. We won't be there long. You can do it. And then set that shin down on the floor. You're going to keep your left heel right under your left hamstring. So this is not a pigeon. We're not going there. We're just kneeling and then stretching that right leg back, lifting the heart. Find space with your breath, big expansion in your belly, and then bring your weight into your hands again. Slide your right foot forward if you need to and lift with strength that left foot. Set it back down by your right. Let's bring the knees to the floor and lower down to our bellies. From there, little cobra, letting your back do that work. And then slide your elbows under your shoulders, coming to Sphinx pose. Really drawing the shoulder blades down the back and bringing the heart forward through your shoulders. Good, release. Slide your hands back under your shoulders with strength. Press up through kneeling plank and come back, wiggling all the way down to a child's pose. Take a moment for breath and another thank you to yourself for showing up today. Hopefully by now it's feeling a little easier. You've worked into that a little bit. I find that's true for me a lot. Even when I don't feel like doing it, if I just get on the mat and get started, then it starts to flow. Good. Let's lift up to a downward dog. Fingers spread wide, heels lowering. With breath, step forward with the right foot, coming up to a high lunge or a low lunge if you'd rather. Let's rest the right hand on the right hip again and lift that left arm up, and if it's available, back a little bit. Just a little bit of a back bend. Strong in the high lunge. Good, and then reach forward, forward, forward as you come down, bringing the hand to the floor. Step forward into forward fold. Take some nice deep breaths right there. Again, feel free to bend your knees a little bit if that feels better. With an inhale, flat back, let's rise all the way up. Reach high. Exhale, palms down together over the heart. And shift your weight into your left leg. Take that big step wide off the mat again. I'm going to stay facing forward this time, but we're doing the same thing. This time bring the left arm down and the right arm on top, wrapping the forearms around each other. Squatting down low, keeping the knees wide, and then shifting the weight side to side. Just a little bit of a sway. Good, nice and easy. With control, release the arms and breathe it all the way up. Palms together over the heart. Step back on the mat. And then bring the right foot behind the left. Again, standing on that imaginary tightrope, pressing both edges of both feet down, shifting your weight front to back until you can settle yourself right in the middle. Pause and breathe. Good. Shift your weight into the left foot. With an inhale, we'll bring both arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Forward fold. Letting go the weight of your head and your shoulders, and then bending the right knee. Left leg stays straight or close to straight. Again, just tune in to your hamstrings and how this feels different than a normal forward fold. Good, step back big with the right leg, coming into your low lunge. Taking time to set up that base, getting the left knee over the left ankle. Resting the hands on the thigh. And if and when you're ready, the left hand to the left hip, right arm up and then back, pressing the heart forward, getting that little bit of an arch. Making sure always that it's still easy to breathe. If it becomes a struggle, we're probably doing too much. Straighten up a little bit again, bringing the shoulders over the hips, and then reach that right arm over to the left. The left hand can stay on the hip, it can reach for the floor, or it can rest on a block if you've got one handy. Back up to center. Reach, reach, reach forward as you come to the floor, placing your palms down, sliding that left foot back beside the right, but stretching it out so you're up on your left toes. Strength through your arms to lift to the plank as you bring your right knee under your chest, holding it there for a moment because you can. Trust, you can. And then set the shin down, keeping the heel under the hip. Reach that left leg back, keeping the left knee off the ground if you can. Sitting tall with the heart forward. Feeling whatever's there to be felt. Maybe a stretch in the left leg, the hip flexor. Good. Come forward again, weight into your hands. Lift that right knee with strength and step it back to plank. Drop to your knees if you'd like, or exhale, chaturanga. All the way to the floor though, either way. Belly on the ground, let's lift, little cobra. Back is doing the work. Then slide your elbows under your shoulders, sphinx. You can stay here, or we're going to press into the palms this time if you want to go a little bit deeper. Lifting the elbows up off the ground, but notice my shoulders, they're staying low, away from my ears. Don't let them hug your neck. Keep them down. Good, lower the elbows down and then the chest down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, toes curl under. If you want, pressing up through a full plank and then downward dog. Step forward with the left foot, coming back to the high lunge, choosing a low lunge if you'd rather, bringing the hands first to the thigh, and then the left hand to the left hip, right arm up and back, heart forward. Feel that great strength in your body as you reach forward now, reaching the hands to the floor. Step forward into a forward fold. Good. Now, if you want, if it's comfortable on your knees and ankles, we're just going to lower the hips down to the heels. Coming up on your toes if you need to, as I do. If you'd like to keep your foot flat, go ahead. Elbows to the thighs. Let's bring our palms together over the heart and just balance there. Breathing. If it bothers your knees, skip it. It's never about forcing anything that doesn't feel right for your body. Good. Let's sit down. Use your hands to guide yourself down to the floor. We'll put the soles of the feet together. And let's keep them a little bit away from the body. Knees falling open to the sides, hands on the feet, and then just let your back gently round down to settle between your knees. Elbows moving to the shins or outside the shins. This is a really lovely pose for your low back. You'll see that in my yoga for back pain classes. Good. Now let's sit up tall, stretch the left leg out, and we're going to bring the right knee in toward the chest. Sit up as tall as you can. That's what this is going to be about. Staying nice and tall even when that knee is in close to us. From there, let's set the foot on the floor, and we're going to walk it into the hip as close as you can get it. Hug it in, but when you're there, sit up tall against it. Don't let your back round away from it. Good. Even though you're holding onto your shin, that's fine. You're probably still going to feel, or you might feel, a lot of effort there in your back and in your core, and that's okay. Good. Stretch the right leg out. We'll do the same to the left. Flexing that right foot, and then tucking your left knee in toward the left shoulder, but sitting tall, like your back is against a wall. Good. Let that left foot rest down. Holding the shin, bring it in closer, closer, closer to the hip, and then sit up as tall as you can again. You're still here. You're still in it. This is good. Whatever happens now, this is all bonus. It's all a benefit. Good. Release that. From there, we'll slide all the way down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. And we're going to ask a little bit of effort of our cores here by placing our hands on the thigh, rolling the chin to the chest, rolling the shoulders up slightly off the floor, and then pressing down against your legs as hard as you can. Just do it. You're here. You might as well. You might as well. It's just a few seconds. Push, push, push. Pressing your palms into your thighs. You might shake a little bit. That's okay. I always do. Good. You can do it. Hold, 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 and breathe, and then let it go. Reach the arms far overhead. Reach your legs out. Feel your body as long as it can be. And that great relief that comes from letting go of a large effort like that. Good. Let's bring the right knee in. Shift the hips to the right a little bit, and let the right knee come down to the left side. You can rest that knee in your palm, or rest your palm on the outside of your leg to guide it a little closer to the floor. Nice deep breaths here. We're almost done. Enjoy that nourishing twist. Imagine your spine like a dish rag, and as you twist, you're wringing out all the tension. Good. Shift yourself back to center. Straighten yourself out on the mat and switch legs. Left knee comes in. Hip shift to the left. And then the knee comes down to the right side. Pausing, breathing, checking in with your back, making sure that's comfortable, that you can still breathe easily. Good. And then bring that knee back to center. Shift yourself again so you're straight on the mat. And then bring both legs in. Flex your feet. Keep your knees at 90 degrees. Hold your hamstrings and let them fall open to the side. If you want a deeper stretch, you can grab your big toes. Your knees are moving just outside your rib cage there, so they're wide. The tailbone is staying rolled down toward the floor, so we're not pulling the entire pelvis up. We're letting that relax down and then stretching from that place, that solid base. Good, let it go. And then once more, let's stretch out long. And we'll come to shavasana. We made it. Even on the day when we didn't really want to, we still did it. And that's celebration, that's good. That's a promise kept. Good, let your feet fall open a little bit to the sides. Let's turn the palms up, close the eyes. Allow your breath to come more naturally. So if you were practicing the ujjayi breath, you can let that go now. Feel your body softening against the floor, and again thanking this body for showing up today. Let's start to wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, bring some movement back into the body. Taking some time to gently roll to the right, pausing there, allowing your body to adjust to that change, and then sitting back up nice and tall. Sitting comfortably, whatever that means. Close your eyes for another moment here and give yourself another thank you, another congratulations. I wish I could say that it were always easy, that, yoga is just what we do and it's so much fun and wonderful that we show up every day. And it is fun and wonderful, but that doesn't change the fact that some days we just don't want to do it. And that's okay. We don't have to feel guilty about that. But if we can show up anyway and do something, even if it's just one downward dog, that is a win. That is a promise kept to ourselves, a reminder that we are someone we can trust. Let's bring our palms together over the heart. Namaste, and thank you for being here.